Today marks 1597 day of day lessons, day reflections. And today was a difficult day to really think about what kind of things I would love to talk about. And I was reflecting about my environment, and the first thing that came up, of course, is people. And I was thinking about right now because I live in a quite isolated season in my life. And I was thinking that because of that, I'm able to reflect, okay, what kind of people do I want to choose to come into my life? What kind of people are the people who actually able to add value to me? At the same time, I'm able to add value to them. And today we share seven types of people that I think that we want to include in our lives when we want to pursue the best version of ourselves. I think that we're supposed to be selective. I think that's the area where we're supposed to be very, very selective. And that's why sometimes when you're going through a season, sometimes the best types of people are to read books. That's the kind of people you connect with. And at some point, I think that you're able to say, okay, I'm ready to really have connections with people. And I will not explain all the details why my season was got isolated today. Maybe it will be in the future, but there was a reason for it. And of today, we'll share seven types of people that we're supposed to include in our lives. So, number one, people who tell you the truth, even when it hurts. And this again, when you want to become the best version of you, you want to have those kind of people in your life because I know that, especially I'm in Canada, and people joke that people are so polite that they even don't tell you what you need to work on, and that means that it slows your progress. And I think that not every single person will want that, and I think that one big thing is that if you want that kind of person, you potentially have that person in your life who potentially could give you the truth. But if you don't create safety in their life, it might be that the person who's growing to become the best version of themselves and who is learning to share the things that needs to be shared, they will be held back. But of course, the person who has already achieved great success has emotional maturity. They don't need your validation. They will tell you the truth no matter what. If they think that you are worthy of that truth, because it's such an interesting thing. Because now in my life as well, like when I think about saying something truthful, sometimes I always question: Is this person is willing to listen to, and is that worth my energy to spend? Because my energy is the most important time, the most important thing. And we need to include those people who are willing to say the truth. But of course, we need to show that we're willing to listen to that truth. I think that, again, this is when we look into our surroundings, we are able to ask ourselves, is this person willing to challenge me without trying to humiliate me? Number two, second type of people that we need to include in our lives is people who are playing a bigger game than you. Sometimes people could be intimidated again, ego, oh, like, look, he's going pursuing this, and I'm pursuing just this. It's not a comparison. We able to learn. This person is learning this and this and this and this, and we can learn so much. And if he is pursuing bigger goals than us, that means it will be pulled by his energy, pulled by his lessons, pulled by all these aspirations. Rather than being intimidated, we can how be able to grow with him, think better, um, expose yourself to different things, build faster. Like there's so many things that comes when you really working with people who are really pursuing bigger things than you do. Number three, people who actually execute. And this is extremely important. What I learned as well that so many people are amazing thinkers. They are so knowledgeable, so wise, so excellent in their articulation even of their ideas. And everyone gets so excited and believe in those people who articulate such amazing ideas. But I learned that sometimes those people who actually articulate and speak so well is it's no value whatsoever unless that person has someone who is executing with them. and that means that could be valuable completion of each other. But other than that, we need to really look for people who execute. Sometimes person could not explain things as well as other person, but he constantly executes, and you able to learn from the execution rather from the message. And I think that's again when we need to say that I need a person who executes in my life, because execution is contagious. If you see that someone is executing, working, doing things, you want to do as well. Number four is people who respect discipline. That means that when we look into their life, they wake up early, they do the right thing, they're training hard, and they have learning constantly, they manage against them as well. At that moment, again, you have a great example, lead by example. So that means that if we monkey see, monkey do. So that means if we want our monkey brain to learn from the best, of course, we want to see that around ourselves people who really love discipline, who show how discipline works, and are able to do the right thing no matter how they feel. Because I think that when you have those kind of people in your life who really loves discipline, it raises our standards as well. Because when we allow people who really complain and low standards, we potentially could tolerate that. We can slowly become that. But when we have only people who have high discipline, our discipline standards will increase as well. Number five is people who are emotionally stable. Again, this is a beautiful way to learn. We can like, okay, how this person reacts in the gossip, how this person acts in the house, how is person acts with insecurities, with jealousy, with victim mentality people, how they operate, and be able to learn from those people who are emotionally stable and able to really look into their calmness and their way of doing things, in their way how they articulate themselves, how they show themselves in the moments of a storm. It's a great place to learn. Number six, people who want to win without competing with you. That's a beautiful thing. We didn't say it. This person wants to win so hard, and he's willing to do what's necessary to win, and has so much motivation, and that motivation is contagious. Again, we want people around us who wants to win. Sometimes people just want to do the work, but sometimes we really say that this is what we want. This is our competition. This is our results that we going after, and we want to win. Because sometimes, including myself, sometimes I find myself doing, but what is that doing for? And I think that they show that we need to have a goal, we need to have aspiration, we have a target that we're seeking, and that's people who want to compete. They know what exactly they are going after. Number seven, people who are strong in areas you're weak. I learned from John C. Maxwell that you are strong in your strengths and you're weak in your weakness. So stop developing your weakness because you're weak at it. Maybe it's better to find people who are strong in your weakness, and we can really connect and cover each other and really achieve so much more. That's why I said that packs of people will outperform alone people because they are able to cover each other. No one is perfect, and everyone has a weakness, blind spots. Everyone has strengths that could be elevated when their weakness is covered, and that is extremely important. And the last thing that I think that I want to mention is that we always need to include people in our lives that we able to serve. But when we serve, that means that they do not have ability to pay us back, and that's supposed to be like a rule. I give because I want to serve. I know that karma, universe, and sentence, God will pay me back because I give without wanting anything in return. I think that every single person needs to have people in their lives that are there only because you want to serve them. And I think that when you have all eight people in your life, it's impossible to lose. And I think that's the most beautiful part as well, that we want to be that person. We want to be that person who compete. We want to be that person who really have bigger goals. We want to be that person who has high emotional stability. We want to be that person who play a bigger game. So be able to say that I want those people in my life, and it will be much easier to have those people in my life because I am that kind of person. And eagles fly with eagles, and that's exactly what we seek. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.